What's going on everyone, Valeria here, and in today's video we are gonna talk about benzoyl peroxide mainly. First of all, I hope everyone had a very good time during Christmas and New Year's, and I hope you enjoyed your families, your friends, good food, and yeah, I mean mainly good food and family and friends, right? So first of all, before touching on benzoyl peroxide, I want to give a quick update on what's going on with this drama. Another video, another drama, you already know that. I haven't changed anything in my skincare routine. I'm still using adapalene, like different, every night, unbuffered, and I haven't introduced anything new. So I would possibly connect, like link these breakouts right here, and I have one here that is covered with Cosrx patch. I would link them to mainly stress, because that's the most like the main factor that breaks me out, I've noticed throughout the years. Planes, because that's like nothing new. People tend to break out with the super dry recycled air. Well, we've just said, oh, it was Christmas, good food. Yeah, I mean, maybe, indulging on not super healthy food, but I don't know if I mentioned in another video, but at some point I started being gluten-free, dairy-free, taste-free, flavor-free, happiness-free, stress-full. And so at the end of the day, stressing out so much about what I was eating was breaking me out more than just eating, everything in moderation. So I really stopped. I think like a few months ago. It's been a few months ago. I decided that I wasn't gonna stick to that gluten dairy free diet that religiously, at least. Like, I try to avoid dairies and gluten, but it's not a big deal. So especially if I go home and I want to eat pizza, I just eat it, and my mom makes tiramisu, I just eat it. Did it break me out? I guess it was more stress, because I don't know, I'm just going through a little bit of unhappiness with being away from my family, and so I was stressed out about, oh my god, I only have 2 weeks, I have to go away, I want to be with my mom. I sound like a baby, but that's about it. So I don't know, I guess maybe the stress was a bit responsible for that. Planes, falling asleep on planes, and on my jacket that is full of germs. I also, always refer to face mapping, which is something that belongs to Ayurveda and Chinese medicine. And according to face mapping, breaking out on the left side, like this is borderline between left side and just barely chin. And I also had some little breakouts here on the left side. So if you break out on the left side of your face, it is connected to the liver. So it's digestion, and apparently this specific side here, like this little portion here, is connected to the side, the gut bladder. It would be better to eat cooling foods like, cucumber, watermelon. And I usually break out more on the right side. So if you look at my skin, you can see some acne marks of all the breakouts, while on the left side you can see, well, I guess you can see less, or maybe it's just a hope that I have. But yeah, like these couple of weeks I've been breaking out right here, and I had like 3 here, but now they've almost gone. This one is like totally in a spot that probably it's like a clogged pore, but mainly I was breaking out on the left side. So yeah, I guess my liver and my gut were not particularly happy. And it also suggests to avoid stressing out or working hard between 1 and 5 in the afternoon, because it's when the liver is the weakest. So you should avoid stressing in and making it work harder between 1 and 5 p.m. So now that I'm not home anymore and I don't have all the yummy food anymore, I can follow the advice and try to eat cooling foods, and see how it goes. One of the issues could be also dirty pillow or dirty hair, or putting the phone on your cheek. I don't talk on the phone. I literally don't talk on the phone because I don't like that. My hair is always usually like tied in a ponytail or like a braid. I wash my pillowcase twice a week and I flip it over. So it must be something internal. Obviously, if you consider this as part of the chin, according to Chinese medicine and face mapping, that would be linked to hormones. And I've talked about that before. I have hormonal imbalance. So it's nothing new. But lately, I've had my period regularly, pretty much. And I've been eating a good amount and with a good consistency food that help regulating hormones, so especially those that stimulate estrogen, for example flaxseed, just to name one, omega-3, quite a lot of salmon and sardines. So I tend to think it was my liver not being very happy, maybe my gut. We'll see. I'll try to eat more cooling foods, but that's just to touch on the breakouts, just to let you know that there is no new product that deserves a negative review or a negative mention. It's just a lifestyle, stress, food, planes, I fear I will never be one of those people you hear saying, oh, I finally fixed my acne, fixed my breakout issue, my skin is crystal clear, my skin is so immaculate, so pristine, I have glass skin. No, I fear I will always have the occasional breakout. And I am very happy about how my skin looks compared to how it used to look before I got into skincare. And now like we properly I mean, I've been talking for 9 minutes and I said, Valeria here, today's video is about benzoyl peroxide. I've been talking for 9 minutes and benzoyl peroxide hasn't even been mentioned, but now it's the moment. So before getting into skincare, I have a video about it, like specifically about it, and I can link it so I won't be too long about what I used to do before. But just a quickly reminder, I used to do nothing in the morning, and in the evening just wash my face with a benzoyl peroxide face wash and follow up with a benzoyl peroxide cream. Now I have this one, but I used to go up to 10%. So benzoyl peroxide foaming face wash, so like the most drying thing in the universe, followed by a 10% or 5% benzoyl peroxide cream. Can you imagine? Like, I had no clue with what I was doing. And I visited dermatologists, sadly, that kept saying, oh yeah, just stick with that. If it keeps your acne under control, just stick with that. Because what is benzoyl peroxide? Benzoyl peroxide is an active ingredient that kills the acne bacteria that used to be called P. acne. Now it has a new name. The thing is that, I was having little breakouts, but my skin texture was terrible. Like, I looked like an old wrinkly, like not as bad like an old wrinkly, but this is light years better than the texture I had when I was only just going hard on benzoyl peroxide. So now the texture is so much nicer because I started reading and I started getting educated on my own, because dermatologists, as I said, they were just saying stick to benzoyl peroxide because you're not breaking out. Yeah, but I'm just drying out my skin. There's no moisture, there's no hydration, there is no antioxidant, there is just an impaired skin barrier that is not working anymore. So just a consistent and continuous water loss, So my skin was not even close to be plump and young and healthy. So what I did was start building a skincare routine that would give me all the things I mentioned: hydration, nourishment, active ingredients. And I completely got rid of benzoyl peroxide. I was just using it on my back and on my chest. But then when I wanted to start using differin, I got to read about Epiduo gel, which is a gel that combines adapalene, the active in differin, and benzoyl peroxide. So, if you don't want to use Epiduo specifically, you can mimic the effect by applying a small layer of benzoyl peroxide and then get on top of it with adapalene, with differin. Obviously, patch test, because differin is already pretty strong and pretty intense on people's skin. So if you don't have a good tolerance, or maybe your skin is too sensitive to stand both of them, so I would say patch test it, and maybe don't start with a 5%, maybe start with a 1 or 2% benzoyl peroxide. To me it's fine. I just used the 0.1% different. There it is, this one. I'm still at this stage, and I applied this one first. Then I put the Hada Labo Gokujun, and then I follow up with this, and that's basically my nighttime skincare routine. I started doing that because the purge I was going through when I started using different was crazy. So I had all the purging here. You might remember if you've seen old videos where I was talking specifically about that. And basically with all the zits, the bacteria was just spreading and spreading. So to keep it under control, this was a lifesaver. And in the morning I used to, and I still used to, put niacinamide and zinc, the ordinary one. And I think it's a great combo. Obviously, again, patch test it, and don't start with such a high percentage, just start with maybe 1 or 2%, and like a thin layer, don't slather it. And I don't put it all over my face, I just put it here. I put it here when I was purging, and I still put it on my chin. If now I have this spot here, so maybe when I lather it here, I go like tick, but that's about it. Like when I used to be only on benzoyl peroxide, I was doing like all over my face. No, just where you break out. So my breakout spot is here, and if I have an occasional, let's say here, tuck, see here, tuck, like sort of spot treatment, don't slather it all over your face because it's just gonna dry you out. Yeah, that's about it for today's video, and my next step is try Tretinoin. I just got this one, so this is the Spanish Tretinoin. I don't like that it has perfume, unfortunately, and pretty high up in the ingredient list, halfway, but I want to try it. I will start using it maybe once or twice per week, and I think I'll stick to that because I like how different has turned my skin. So I will no, I wanted to make a cute setup for my things, but I'm just failing. So I will just stick to differin and benzoyl peroxide, and maybe a couple times per week I will start the Tretinoin 0.25%. And we'll see how it goes. I'll keep you up to date. And so yeah, I hope I'll see you in the next video, and thanks for watching this time as well. Bye.